What's up everybody, Cody here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm a photographer based here in San Diego, California, and I thought I would start doing some vlogs among some other things. My interests vary, including cars, nature, landscapes, architecture, street photography, with some portraiture. To start off the series, I thought I would do some experimenting using expired film. So with all that said, let's get into the video. What's up everyone, Cody here. I thought I would give vlogging a try, maybe a little bit longer video, but recently I found some of my old film photography and it really re-sparked my interest. I grew up with film, born in the 80s, raised in the 90s, so of course that's what I grew up on. And then when I went to college for photography, the program was still heavily film based, so I used film predominantly all the way up through college. And thankfully it's still a thing, and I thought I'd give it a try again. I haven't really used film in a while, and I thought it would be fun. I still had some expired stock in my fridge here, so this is 800, but I have some others as well. But yeah, you can still use expired film. It's kind of like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get, but it can still be fun. And it's what I had on hand, so I thought I'd give it a try. I got out my trusty old Canon Rebel 2000. This was my first SLR. My parents got it for me one Christmas back in 1990, forever ago. And it still works great. It's still in good shape. Put some fresh batteries in it, dusted it off, and thought I'd load some film up and give it a go. We're going to a car show tonight, so I thought that would be a good place to try it out and get some good photos. All right, let's load the film and get going. So I hope I didn't speak too soon. Earlier in the intro, I was like, oh yeah, the camera still works great. Then I had some trouble loading the film. And I thought, well, I better go take some test photos before I go out. So I came out to the yard. There's really not much in bloom right now, but I found a nice hibiscus. Since this is expired film, we're gonna overexpose it by a few stops. So let's go ahead and give it a try. All right, here we are, cruising Grand, Escondido, California. Hope you can hear me over the music. Classic cruising type night, and we're gonna go try and take some pictures. Okay, I'm walking around here. I got some frames. It's really harsh lighting out, but you know, you work with what you got. But there are lots of cool cars. Like Pantera is one of my favorite. I got one of those just parked up over here. Lots of variety out here, so that's cool. So I just finished a roll. One here, one of the side streets. Cruising Grand. I think I'm gonna take some more photos with my digital camera and see how those turn out. But yeah, I got a roll here, and we'll just have to wait, see how they turn out. All right, it is the next day, and it's time for another round of let's try expired film at a car show. So I was using 800, Kodak Max 800 yesterday. I have one roll left of this Kodak high definition 400. They didn't make this film for very long as far as I can remember. It was out, I think, in like the early 2000s, and it was touted as like a optimized for scanning film. This was like right when digital was becoming mainstream, and Kodak put this film out. It also came in 200, which was even more rare. But I used to use this film quite a bit back then. I had one roll left in the refrigerator, so let's try it out today. All right, we're out here in Lakeside, California at a charity car show. This one is for mental health firefighters, so this one's for a really good cause. beautiful day for it out here in East County, San Diego. They have a lot of good variety out here today. I am drooling over this Calypso Fox Body Mustang over here. That was the first Mustang I ever wanted. I wanted a Calypso 5.0. So I've been photographing that one a lot. But we're getting some frames on the roll of film here. And yeah, I got my digital as well. But yeah, we're having a good time. Alright, taking more frames here at the Motors for Minds car show. Again, this is for firefighter mental health charity car show, so for a good cause. Got a lot of variety out here. Got some frames left. Alright, it's later in the week. We got our film back from the lab. Time to start scanning. Forgot how long it takes to scan film. What do y'all do when you wait for your film to scan? All right, we are done scanning. Let's take a look at what we got. I haven't done much post-processing on the photos yet. I had unsharp mask set, gamma correction, and grain correction set on the initial scans. Other than that, I haven't done anything post-processing yet. So let's get a look. Okay, let's get into the first roll of film. This is the roll of 800, the expired roll of 800. And I think the main thing we're going to see is the grain. It definitely came out very grainy. It was already 800 speed, which is naturally going to have a larger grain structure, and on top of that it is expired. As I said, I did overexpose by 2 stops, and we're seeing some decent saturated and color still, and the color's staying pretty true to form. Again, this doesn't have any post-processing. I had a few things set, scanning, but nothing to do with tone, saturation, color, anything like that, even exposure. But yeah, I don't know if I would use this film again for this purpose, especially expired, but it was still fun to get out there and experiment and see all the cars. This was one of my favorites. Speaking of favorites, the Calypso Green Mustang. This was my dream car as a teenager. Getting into the next roll of film, this was the 400 speed, Kodak high definition 400 speed. I exposed this roll by 1 stop. I maybe could have gotten away with a little bit more, but I didn't know when this roll was expired, so I kind of went halfway and overexposed by 1 stop. Again, we're seeing a lot of grain. Maybe this has more to do with it being expired, and we are seeing more color shift with this roll. But again, I had a really good time. I had a really nice time out at this show. It was for a really good cause, Motors for Minds. They do great work for mental health for firefighters. I'll leave their website in the description. So I had a really fun time going out and photographing. It was nice to get out with film again. I haven't in a while. And that's what this project was about. It was just to refamiliarize myself and have some fun. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed this first outing using film. I haven't used film in a while, so it was good to kind of get back into that and work those muscles again. I will be doing more, This is going to become a series, so stay tuned for that. Click that subscribe button, I think is what they always say here on YouTube. But anyways, I'm also on Facebook and Instagram. I'll leave that information down below. I also have an online storefront where I sell my fine art photography. I'd love for you to check that out, and I'll leave that information down below as well. With all that said, thanks again for watching. God bless.